Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell 252. So I am super excited to be back with you guys on a normal video for once. I do not have as much in my basket of goodies to share with you as I would have thought. But as you know, so many of you guys have been following along with the end of 2024 goals videos, the Taming the Stash video, as well as the make-along videos. I have been filming a ton of other content, and we're in the middle of a yarn stash reorg here, which is a major undertaking. We ended up with 4.5 empty cubes. So including my little decorative cube here, that is a big head doll with a lamb head hat on it. My daughter-in-law, married to my oldest stepson, made this little resin cap for me. We all know corn duck. This is a Bluetooth speaker that my husband got me because I have a love of the retro. And Cheryl Bolt made this beautiful pineapple for me, so I do not have a pattern for that. But I do want to try to keep this for decor just because I enjoy having little decor bits like that around. So these have been kind of stuck all over the place in my room. I have a beautiful doll by Anaya's Toy Box over here that I would really love to get over here eventually. But yes, I would like to keep that empty. At this point in the reorg, we do still have one other empty cube. And that's after getting all of these small kits out of the closet and on the shelves and in the cube. So we will have a video coming up, hopefully maybe next Saturday, talking more about the reorg. I've had 2 evenings to work on it. So we will hopefully have 2 more evenings where I can do stuff in here. And then I can give an update for where we're starting 2025. So there's been just tons going on. We have started the year of the make-alongs this month. It's Use the Good Yarn. In that, I did pull out my original Summer Freshness shawl, and this is using a Hobie yarn that is the cashmere something yarn. I will either have it on the screen or in the description box down below. My brain and I are not besties again today. We have a big weather front coming in, and I think it's kind of, I think I might have a migraine coming, but we'll see. Hopefully not. I am filming this January 7th, so 2 days before this goes live. I am all over the place. We are expecting weather over the weekend. We're still not sure if we're going to get rain, sleet, snow, rain, freezing rain. Is it going to stay freezing? Is it not going to stay freezing? The different models show different variations. We could get as much as like 6 inches according to one model, which is an outlier, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches according to the more normal models. But who knows here? Let's be honest. Don't nobody know what's going to happen in a southern state when it gets cold. So before we start digging through the bin here, I mentioned my make-along. So Ella over at No Catchy Name is also hosting a make-along until May 3rd or April 3rd, I believe. And it is the Kaleidoscope make-along. And for her make-along, it's using all the colors, variegated colors, self-striping colors, colorfuls. So go check out her video. It will be linked in the description box down below as well, or there will be a link in the description box down below for that. But let's double dip on some of these make-alongs because we are going to make this year all about using our stash, but having fun while doing it. And that definitely goes right along that same path. We will talk about my make-along project. Don't worry. Saturday's video should be my goals for 2025 video or the ALC Yarnable unboxing. I am not sure, one or the other. And then Tuesday will be the other video. So the next 2 videos after this, that's what they'll be. And then we will come back for a show and tell because I will have at least one more FO. Don't worry. So we'll do FOs last. I have one FO. I have a ton of WIPs, but I only brought a couple up with me. So last year, as part of my using my stash and everything, I had started this miter square blanket. And this is just a knit miter square. Like I said, once we reach width on this, this could very easily just turn into a shawl. And I say, I'm done. I don't know yet. But I have all these partial skeins, and we're up to 4 squares now. I have all these partial skeins or mostly skeins, and I am making granny squares, corner to corner squares, and baby hats out of them. So I've been really into the Harmony hat. I have the pattern memorized. This is the 6 to 12 months again. As you can tell, that is the last yarn that I put into the shawl. Well, hello, good morning, Banner. Did you wake up from your little nippity naps? Pippin was in here earlier while I was trying to film, so. But yeah, we're still working on these scrap worsted weight projects. I will have a link for the Harmony hat down below. For the miter squares, I am using a size 8 needle, and I cast on 46 stitches, I believe. So it's, no, it's going to be an odd number. So it must be 47 stitches or 45 stitches. Probably should have put that in my notes. Either way, it's just a knit miter square. And this is my active loop. So that'll be the first stitch of the next square that I add. I do still have more of the blue. So I am working on a 3 to 6 month hat out of that already. Let's set this. My desk is still covered in stuff from the reorg, so there's not a whole lot of desk room here, and I'm afraid I'm going to forget to take something down with me, and it's going to get lost in the sea. We just unboxed my Arcane Fiberworks for the monthly mystery box review series. I don't want to miss taking that downstairs because I would like to get that caked up tonight. Next up, let's talk about my Random Acts of Kindness shawl. This almost got done before filming. I am very sad it did not get finished, but yesterday I did everything I could to sit down and knit, and life be lifing. Everybody and their cousin, brother, sister, and tangentially related person for our, every generation's past decided to text or call yesterday. So I am on the last section here of the body section. I have finished my last eyelet section here. This is using Hypnotic Yarns Christmas Eve cast on yarn from 2023. So I sat on this for 1 year. I originally intended this to be a project that I started for Christmas in July. That did not work out, but this is what the body section looks like. And then this is what the eyelet section looks like. I am so close to having this done. And this is where my skein of yarn is. So this will actually be my second FO. I'm bound and determined to get this finished tonight as of filming Tuesday. Yeah, so I really want to have this finished so I can focus on my make-along. But this still goes along with my make-along as this is using the good yarn. So I'm not angry. It just works out that way sometimes. Up next, my make-along project. So this is the Awakening shawl. It is a pattern that I got from Expression Fiber Arts. Like I said, my brain is slow today. I am on, I believe, the last repeat series or the last repeat series of the pattern here. It is very hard to see this pattern until it is blocked out, but we do this fillet section, and then we have the shell section. So when you look down here, you can see like there's a shell right there. It's until it's blocked, it's very hard to see, especially with this dark yarn. But this is using 5 ALC yarns. So I have 4 that I had pulled together where I was like, oh, these are great matches in my unboxing videos. And then 1 that is the teal, which was one of the seasonal tonals for winter. So this is love. Absolutely love it. It's a perfect Carrie colorway. Just saying. I am enjoying the project. I do have to, on the shell rows, really focus on what I'm doing. And then I have to kind of count my fillet rows so I'm not getting too far off. Next, I think we're now to, speaking of harmony hats earlier, we do have an orange 6 to 12 month and an orange 3 to 6 month hat. And I did want to show you, I know they're big. Everybody always tells me my baby hats are too small. And now I'm worried these are going to be a little too big, but we'll just see. But that's 3 so far for the month of January, I believe. Unless I find another one hiding down here. I do have another empty thing, which I can use for the reorg. All right, we have 3 corner to corner squares here. This is using black and orange scraps. This is that tan that was in the miter square and more of the orange. So how I'm actually working this is I'm trying to do the miter square, then 2 hats, and then whatever's left can be granny squares, or because some of these are fairly large leftovers or single skeins. These are 10 row corner to corner squares using a size I 5.5 millimeter hook. And these will be joined together into a larger blanket down the road. I do have a bag that I'm putting all the corner to corner squares in, and one that I'm putting all the granny squares into. So especially as we move into the fall, I think it's October's make along or September's make along is using the scraps. I may use September to piece these together. Done way too much talking. So I could also just decide to start piecing them together at random. I don't know. Truthfully, like I always say, I set out goals to help me remember what I wanted to do at the beginning of the year, not as a must do. And when it comes to things like this, I set out the best intentions to do things at by a certain time. These just need to be done in time for like October when it starts to cool off here. So there's that. So we do have baby hats and squares. We have 3 hats, 3 squares, plus we've added 2 squares to the miter square project. All right. Stacking up in the chair here and hoping things don't fall over. My last project is actually an FO. It is my first FO of the year. It is also marking off one of my 24 projects for Project UFO. So this is one of my half circle shawls. This is a tutorial I do have here on the channel. I will leave it in an iCard as well as in the description box down below. It is a 1 row repeat after you get the center started. And this used 2 cakes of Lion Brand Mandala and Neverland and 4.5 skeins of Premier Fable in Snow White, held double. And my edge ended up perfect. I did a reverse double crochet edge here at the bottom. I did finish this morning. I was using this as my Bible study project after family weren't staying with us anymore. I had started this as just a mindless project while they were here because brains. But last time y'all saw this, I was here. But when you get to these outer rows, when it gets this big, each row seems to take forever. I am not going to lie. So this is 675 finished grams. We do have a fairly wide shawl here. Like I said, I do like the big technique for this is putting the double crochet on the inside edge here so it drapes further around the shoulder and helps kind of weigh it down to stay on the shoulders. As many of you guys have said, this is a wonderful pattern, especially for those who are wheelchair bound, just to have something to put over their shoulders, as it doesn't sit too low where you end up sitting on it and it doesn't interfere with the wheelchair or anything. I think it's a very simple design. I love how you guys have made this your own as well. Y'all keep sharing pictures of your finished projects. We have Bella's Crochet used it for her Advent project. Penny, which I saw you comment the other day, used it to make a sweater, and then I kind of copied her and made a little cute little cotton vest sweater out of it. Also, Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches has made this and kind of did her own thing with it. The whole tutorial is to show you how to create the shape of the shawl. And then after that, have fun with it. You don't have to do double crochets. Most of mine are double crochets just because I'm trying to find something mindless. But, you know, you can add your own stitches to it. Gary at Urban Yarn, I believe, did all sorts of wild stuff with his. So, yeah, I love how you guys are making this your own, doing your own thing with this shape. It does make me very happy. So that is now finished, finite, done. I think I am going to, my next double skein project shawl thing is going to be using my yellow, gray, and black cakes, along with, I have 3 skeins of gray tonal ice cream yarn. So I think that'll probably be my next 2 held together project. But now I have tons of scraps to go into the corner to corner blanket that I'm making with the leftovers from this. I did set the Fable to the side because I had 1.5 skeins left. And I think that might get turned into baby hats using DK weight scraps. The theme for the year, you know. This is staying up here. This doesn't need to go back downstairs right now. So, Christmas gifts. I did not get a whole lot of crafty stuff this year for Christmas because that's not what I asked for. I did get another Swig mug. So I tested out this 40-ounce one. I told you I got it on a really good sale from Amazon. I love it. I will leave my Boo link down below. It will be an affiliate link. I love this, but 40 ounces is a little too big. I still needed to replace my other Walmart knockoff Yeti because the seal was no longer sealing properly. And so I had the 32-ounce Swig with the big footprint. So Troy did get me that. So hopefully in an upcoming video, y'all will see that. I will leave it linked down below if you just want to take a look at it. But my stepson, middle stepson, well, there are 4 of them. And they're all 4 back home now. So it's hard to, they're private people. They're not here on the channel. But anyway, him and his friend went in to get me the one crafty thing I did have on my list, which were books. So I have had my eye first off on these 52 weeks books for a while now. So they got me 52 weeks of scarves, 52 weeks of socks, and then 52 weeks of socks volume 2. So I will be having some fun going through these and finding some projects. I do believe I have already spied 1 or 2 in this one that will be perfect for the use the goods yarn ideas. Also, set that down there. They got me the sock project book and the knitting workshop from Elizabeth Zimmerman. This is a book I kind of wanted to go through this and just, I love picking up tips and tricks, and I love learning new things that maybe will help me do things better and have a better finished project at the end of the day. So that's kind of why I wanted this. I'm really enjoying knitting socks right now, though. That's why I wanted the sock books. And the 52 weeks of shawls just had some really pretty patterns in it. So that's why those were on my wish list. So that is what I got crafting wise for Christmas. Somehow I've already managed to damage my book there. The other thing I wanted to share with you guys is my oldest stepson and his wife got me a new knitting tote, or what will be a knitting tote. It says, "I believe in you. I also believe in Bigfoot, so don't get too excited." It's kind of hard to see the "I believe in you," but I also believe in Bigfoot, so don't get too excited. It's a little hard to see it, but especially on camera. But that's one of those things that just tickled me to no end. So it was on my wish list, and that is what they got me. So I did want to share with you guys because I thought those were kind of funny. Yeah, so that is everything out of my basket of goodness this week. There's still so much to do with the reorg, and being up here filming a normal video where I had to find a place to put my bucket has been a little. So hopefully next week will be a little bit easier. Hopefully I will have some time to get in here and get some more cleaning done, reorganization, and picking up, because I have made quite the mess up here. I had everything kind of nice and neat and like tidy and organized, and now I've kind of made a mess. So yeah, it will be a nice couple of days up here to finish, but I do have some things to help me with that. So that'll definitely make it a little bit easier. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic day. As always, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.